What do you want to focus on as an evaluator? The number one purpose that you want to focus on is to make the person feel proud of what they've accomplished. Proud enough to be motivated to get up and give it another go. So we're going to cover 6 points very quickly today. The 6 points are: focus on the goals of the talk, resist arguing with the speaker's point of view in the evaluation, be sure to point out what the speaker did well, be gentle with your suggestions, be specific, and end on a positive note. So let's talk about each of these things individually. Every speech that a person gives should have objectives in the pathways that lists out what you're working on. And as the evaluator, you want to look at those objectives so you can tell the person how did they do with that particular thing. It is the Toastmasters' job to say what the speaker's path was on the project and the goals, but new Toastmasters often don't realize they need to do that. So as the evaluator, you want to check with your speaker ahead of time to find out what their goals are. Joanna emailed me on Monday to find out what I was going to be speaking about so that she could be my evaluator. Yay, Joanna. So, point number 1, focus on the goals. Point number 2, resist the urge to disagree with your speaker's point of view. I know it's tempting, but the evaluation is not the time to give a rebuttal. The time to give a rebuttal is your next speech. So what you want to do is look at the goals and offer feedback on that to help that speaker give the strongest presentation that they can for the message they want to give. So avoid doing a rebuttal. 3, be sure to point out positives to the speaker. The evaluation can't or shouldn't only be feedback. Years ago, I had an evaluation in a different club. And a guy said, "Oh, you've had so many years of experience, I'm only going to tell you what you did wrong." And I'll tell you, it's like, yeah, I've had years of experience. It was still devastating. I thought, did I do anything well? And so don't do that. A person's really vulnerable when they get up here. I'm pretty sure you guys know that already. Even somebody with years of experience, be sure to focus on positive things. You do want to give some suggestions for improvement, except possibly in the icebreaker, but no more than 2 or 3 for a really advanced speaker. And you want to phrase those gently. For instance, I evaluated Kelly's speech recently, and she used pauses after really important statements. And so I told her, wow, I really like the way you underlined that, the importance of that statement by pausing afterwards. You had another really cool line. Why don't you put a pause after that one too? So see if you can give them actionable items. That's number 4, be gentle with your suggestions. Number 5 is be specific. If I say, wow, you used all kinds of vocal variety rates, you changed your rate of speech, you changed the pitch, you made pauses, it's not really useful. You need to say when You talked about the long-lasting effects of X. I wanted you to slow down because I didn't get all of those words. Be as specific as you can so the speaker can put your suggestions to use. So that was number 5, be specific. And number 6, end on a positive note. Be kind. I know you guys are. This is such a warm club. But you want to pick out something really good to end with. I often save my strongest praise for the last line. Say, wow, that was so awesome. I laughed so much. Something like that. So you can leave that speaker feeling proud of what they've done. To get up here and do a speech at all, even if they didn't use any of our typical Toastmaster techniques, is an achievement. It's an accomplishment, and they should be allowed to be proud. So I hope that this will help you in your future evaluations. Madam Toastmaster.